All right, so glad to finally meet you, Rose. I'm super excited to go through this conversation with you and carry you along in this journey.
Thank you.
And before we jump in, I'd just like to hear what's been going on with you since you've had your chat. We'll start with Rebecca because you started with Rebecca, and then
Yes,
we'll move
I'm
on
so
to
Rebecca, the DQ process. So with Rebecca, what we worked on, my intention there was the ability to listen to guidance and to almost request it to be definitive, like like tell me, like to have the ability to discern it a little bit more clearly, right? Clarity with that, like knowing this is guidance and then sort of like following it. That's what I asked. That's what her and I worked on, and it
okay.
felt really good. And soon after, Neil, um, just and I asked it about my career, about my life, like relationships that I had. And soon after, I feel that I kind of was resisting some of like that that guidance. It says go do this, and I'm like, no, I'm not sure. I don't think I don't think
Okay,
this is.
I hear
I'm
you.
sure. Yeah. So I think I think I think that I had a little bit, because after some of these sessions, you're like, oh, I don't want people to think like, oh, life is going to be smooth and you're just going to be floating around on a pillow and everything will be awesome and you won't have challenges and whatever. But I had like challenges. I had to. But what she gave me the tools, like remember that the 22, that I already
Mm,
had this within my own power to quickly shift my mind or to focus onto something and remember that I'm not being that almost like you have the power. I have the
you
control
have the
over
power.
over things, right? I have that power. And but there was anytime I have one of these kind of sessions, I feel like things come up, right? The things that need to be addressed come up. So for me, what came up were relationships, like with people who ask too much of me because I give too much, right? And
Yeah,
where do I put the boundaries? And so that comes up. And then when you try to assert boundaries with people who are not used to it, friction happens and they're unhappy, and then now you kind of
absolutely.
have to deal with that a little bit. So I saw it in my work more and more. My tolerance for giving everything to my job is just getting less, right? So I'm like,
Mm,
so it's like staying up till 3 a.m., not having a meeting and stuff, giving everything. Like people like, oh, you need, and me trying to meet everybody's needs at work and trying to um, uh, work like a machine. I'm still I'm still human. Me. And then as I'm doing that, I started like having an eye infection, like having like responses from my body. Yeah, this is not. You shouldn't be doing this. Like you have put up these
mm,
boundaries.
yeah,
So that's what I think from my work with Rebecca. Those things came up because they
so
were the
good.
things that needed to be addressed, right? And
Excellent.
so
Love it.
working on that. And with Katie, it was just so beautiful. I spoke to her about my next. Like
Yes.
so with Rebecca, I kind of felt like, maybe there is a job or something for me to do. I'm a lawyer and I am an intellectual property lawyer, and I love that kind of work. It's intellectually rigorous, but it's fun for me. I like solving problems in the way that I get to do at work. But this particular job is becoming such that it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't
I,
joy. I
I
just
got
didn't.
that.
It's just not there. And so with Katie, we were like trying to figure. The intention was, what is the next for me? So like, what is that thing that that I'm here to do, that I probably have been doing, that is not as because sometimes we think so for me, what we found out, it was teaching.
Yes, I
Yes.
watched. I reviewed that and I saw
Right.
that.
I was teaching, and I'm like, and but when she connected on that, she said, but it's so expansive. It's not what you think, like I'm a professor in a classroom. It is so, and in my career, that's the thing I do. I mentor, and I do that a lot. And soon after, like after my session with Katie, I was meeting with some women entrepreneurs, and just go, I volunteer, and
Was
I
excited to hear that
yeah,
and watch
yeah.
that.
Yes,
Yes.
and I was going to, and I was letting them know what they should be considering about intellectual property law as they start their businesses. And
Mm,
the founder, it's called Mentorship. The founder of Mentorship, Mac Jane, she's someone who's one of my mentees. And as I was at the end of my session with the young ladies, she said to me, Rose, I feel I just need to say this, but you are such a good teacher.
mm.
And I was like, oh my gosh, so like all of the ways that come back, and I
Music
hear
to
it.
your
Yeah.
ears.
Yes, yeah, right. And I sort of hear that over and over again. So I
Yeah.
think for myself, what are the ways that um I can get the joy, because that's where the joy comes through. That's what I'm passionate about. That's what makes me happy, being able to do that. So I think that I'm seeing, I recently saw a job posting, which I'm going to talk to my executive coach about, and
Okay.
it is to be the organization is they do they connect people, mostly young people, abroad, like study abroad kind of thing. So it's
Okay.
like they have like 140 countries, 30,000, I think, or maybe 50,000 students and people that exchange students and stuff. And I'm like, what a wonderful way for me to be, so that I don't know what'll come of that. I saw it as a job. I'm like, I'm going to talk to my coach about it and see what she thinks. Maybe I can apply for that job, or
Excellent.
but those things. So I feel like from my session with Katie, what's coming up is like those next will just show up,
Yeah.
right, in whatever form that I could explore it. And this one may not be exactly right, but it's resonating with me what the organization does. I love to travel, so I would get to do that. I love to teach
Oh.
and be, so like all of the things that
Okay.
I
I'm getting
enjoy.
chills for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I feel like I'm getting clarity
Mm.
about that sort of what's
That
next. That's
next.
next for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where you find me today.
Excellent. And yeah,
Mhm.
I did review your two sessions with
Yeah.
Rebecca and Katie, and
Yeah.
really enjoyed seeing those interactions and what we all learned. And in terms of your intention, is that the
Hmm.
intention you want to carry forward? Clarity on your next, or is it slightly changed? And either is fine.
Yeah, Neil. I was thinking about what should my intention be for today. Um, I think I have the next. Um, what I'm going through currently is like I feel like I still have a lot of, I don't want to use the word struggle because I do bring myself out of the struggle, but I
Okay.
feel like I need support to yeah, I feel like I would love to have a sense of support as I move into the next, right? It's that uh, the word security comes up, but it's
Yeah.
uh like when you are grounded and in confident about what you're doing, you're kind of like motivated to do it, and you're not deterred. It's not even so much like I second guess myself. I I feel like the next step is requires me to almost like walk alone,
Mm, okay.
and and uh and or maybe, yeah, it's so new. So anyway, so my intention is around that, if you can help me articulate it, but it's around
Yeah.
that support, feeling supported as I move into that next.
How
And
does, and we can play around with this, right?
yeah.
My intention is to feel supported in the source of frequency as I move
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
future.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, that works. Yeah, my intention is to feel supported in frequency as I move into my
To
next.
be supported.
To be supported. To be
Yes.
supported. To be
Yes.
supported. I like that
Yeah.
better, active. To be supported in frequency as I move into my next.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
All right. So I shared a document via email with you,
Yes, I
and you
saw
don't need to,
that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't need to, I just want you to open it up on your computer,
Okay.
and you don't need to have reviewed it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But this is what
Mhm.
we'll cover
Okay.
at a very high level uh, right now.
Okay.
And this is your DNA ascension map, also known as
Hmm.
your blueprint.
Okay.
Okay, and
Awesome. Yeah.
it was just so exciting to see the connections of comments you made with Katie, with Rebecca, and things you've just
Yeah.
shared now. Now, this map was specifically created for you using your birth information, and it
Hmm.
reveals the 6 core pathways influencing your journey of consciousness.
Hmm.
Okay? Now,
Yes.
it's not a personality assessment, it's not a
Hmm.
prediction or a label, it's a map.
Hmm. Yes. Hmm.
And
That's
just like
important.
every map will help you navigate a journey,
Hmm.
this DNA Ascension map helps you navigate your journey of consciousness, offering a new perspective on your identity, your purpose, your growth, your gifts, your embodiment, and evolution. Okay?
Okay.
So, we're going to explore your DNA Ascension journey through this map.
Okay.
All right. So, what I'll do is I'm going to cover the 6 codes.
Hmm.
Um, and after we do that, I'll activate your map.
Yes.
And as I'm going through each code, we'll have a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a conversation about how it lands, what resonates for
Yes.
you, and whatever
Yes.
else comes up for you.
Okay. That sounds great. Thank you. Let's do it.
So code 1
Hmm.
focuses on your avatar and your astrological ascension. And I was excited to see that your avatar was code 6, the pioneer.
Yeah.
All
Yes.
right. And
Makes.
so your
Hmm.
pioneer anchors your DNA evolution and creates the new pathways for collective advancement. And your reflective question here is, who did I come here to become?
Yeah.
Now, the interesting thing about the fact that your avatar is the pioneer, when Katie did your session, your embodiment was the 7. Okay,
Hmm.
so that
Yes.
lovely connection.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel the pioneer energy in me. Because I kind of feel like I walk my own path, and I try to live by example. So, Neil, I guess an example is that in my current job, or even in my other jobs before, there's a perception of what uh a corporate lawyer should be like. There are all of
Yes.
these things, and throughout my career, I've always been told if you're too nice and you smile too much and all of those things, you will not succeed. Well,
Hmm.
I have succeeded, and
Yeah.
I am those things. But I model it for people, and I remember. One of my mentees, she was a law student at the time. I was kind of grooming her foundationally on the law stuff. And then my boss said to her, Rose is not a good example for you because you will not succeed if you are, she's too nice, or she laughs too much or smiles too much. And years later, my little mentee says to me, you know what? She was so wrong because
Yes.
she's like, I wanted to be just like you. But
Hmm.
like in the sense of how I operated at work. And she's like, I have been extremely successful. I'm liked and whatever. She's like, it never held me back. In fact, the opposite has happened, right? It opened doors for her to be
Yeah.
someone who is genuinely pleasant and a joy to be around. Like, that's okay. It's okay to be that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all the fear and the distortions that are coded in that, you can't,
Yes.
right? You
Yes.
can't smile too much. You can't laugh.
Yes. Yeah. Like, it doesn't show seriousness. They're like, well, if you're laughing, you're not working. Well, how about the joy that you get when you release the vibration that you're releasing when you're happy? I am much more effective. I'm going to be getting things done in a shorter amount of time than if
Yes.
I'm constricted with all of this kind of fear and programming around what I should be feeling and doing, right, at any given time. Yeah.
And as that pioneer, you were the
Yeah.
role model to others to
Yeah.
show that you can be A and B. You can
Yes.
smile and laugh and be
Yes.
effective. You can smile and laugh and be nice and
Yes.
kind and
Yes.
move up
Yes. And move
and
up.
be
And move up. And
successful.
yeah. Yes. And be successful. Yeah.
Yes.
It's not a limitation. It's a
It's
superpower,
not a
actually.
limitation. It's a superpower. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's
That's great.
let's move on to code 2.
Okay.
And this is one of the other things that brought me joy to see on your map is that your code 2, which is about your soul imprint and your purpose, was DMT code 33.
Oh my gosh.
Can you feel the chills?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like my mind is just gets blown by
Yeah.
that. It
Yeah.
gets blown. It gets blown. And it's a little bit like, I just said to you, like, I feel for my next, I I have to walk alone. And not so much what I mean like a solo. It's just that some of these are a solo journey. It doesn't mean that I don't have people around. It's just
Thank
that,
you. I was
yes,
going to
right?
make sure we
Yes.
covered that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that, and I feel like the
You might
33 is very,
feel
mm,
lonely, but you are not
yes.
alone.
Yes, 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 exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. But it's because you have a purpose, you have a path, and
Yes.
it's yours uniquely, right? And you have to walk it. And that is, I guess that's what the alonement is. Nobody else's path to walk. It's
Yeah.
yours. It's so I kind of feel that about 33 is, we talked about the pioneer, but the 33 is like really it's that complete. I forgot that there's like a slogan or something that comes with 33 that I used to, a mantra that I used to say all the time. 33 is it. That's
Mhm.
God consciousness itself, right?
Yes.
But living within that is so 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 beautiful,
Mm,
right? Living your life from that space
yeah.
is so 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 amazing. So I'm happy to know that, like, how I see my life, how my life kind of works out, it makes sense. It makes sense to me that that would be
It makes
um
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah, it
It
does.
made sense
Yeah.
to me
Yeah.
when I saw that. Right.
Yes. So but it I also
Mm,
feel,
mm,
Neil, yeah, with that comes a lot of like responsibility, right? Not in a negative way, right? But remember we talked about the spiritual discipline. I feel
yes.
like um it would, like we talked about being a role model, not that being, it's important to for me to remember that, um like maybe the younger attorney is watching me.
Hmm.
So if I so how I behave is is important and impactful, and to be aware of that.
And just making sure that's not connected to fear, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not fear based. It
Yeah.
is just and it's not by fear or wanting to be liked. And that's, that's what's an interesting thing, is that a lot of times when, like, for example, I'm super kind and generous, you will understand this, and a lot of times people think I do it because I'm trying to people please.
Yes.
But that's not there at all for me.
Right.
I really just want
Good.
to help somebody out. I want them to feel love. It's not about me being liked.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. It's like serving, like being of
Yeah.
service.
You're being of
Yeah.
service. You're being in
Yes.
divine service.
Yeah. So being of divine service. And
Yeah.
that's a concept that a lot of people just don't understand. Yeah.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So when we think about your soul imprint, this is so that you can experience your full system coherence and embody the divine consciousness through the physical form. And you do this through your 33. Okay. And the pioneer shows how you move through the world, and your 33 reveals why you came.
Wow.
And like, I have a few things definitely to share before
Yes.
we get to the end, because that is
Yes.
so powerful. I,
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I sense that you feel it.
Yes, I do. I do. It's it's like overwhelming, right?
I want
it's
you to make
so
sure
yeah.
you're having fun with it. Yes, it
Yes,
can
yeah.
be
So yeah, so
overwhelming.
let's have fun with it. Like
Have so much
yeah,
fun.
help me find the fun
That's
with
what we're
it.
going to talk about.
Okay. All
I
right.
have that jotted
Okay.
on my list, right?
Okay.
Fun.
All right.
All right. So we'll move to code 3, which is about your programs and your loops to ascend.
Yes.
And so when we came to that, your blueprint reveals that one of your greatest opportunities for growth is transforming old patterns of emotional attachment, lack, and proving your worth into a deeper experience of wholeness.
Yes, that makes perfect
How does that
sense.
sound?
That's my whole life.
Makes
Neil. That's my entire existence, Neil. I have uh um deal with that, right? I came into this world you know, with that experience of having to be independent. And in the beginning, I called it rejection, right?
Okay.
Because both my mom's a teenage mom, my dad, maybe not a little bit unsure about the whole thing. And
Okay.
just not a sense of acceptance from them. So
Okay.
I felt like just sort of initial kind of rejection. And I can say that now without any emotion, like I don't have the emotional
I
zing to it,
I
right?
got that. I
So
felt there was no attachment
there's
emotionally
no
or
attachment to
chemically
that
in
anymore.
between.
Yes, right? But yeah, so I think a lot of my life has been kind of proving that I'm worthy, that
Mm.
all of those things that, and then also learning from that setting from my mom, a lot of limitation, a lot of lack,
Mm.
even just the religious beliefs that she has about Pentecostal and, having and not having, and the sort of dogma of like, if you live
Yes.
your life this way, then you'll be okay. If you do one thing wrong, then you're
Yes.
doomed,
You're in or you're out,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah, you're
You're
in or you're
good
out.
or you're
And
bad,
yes, yes,
right?
yes. And I
There's
think,
there's no middle ground to say, well, I like to say
yes,
good-ish, right? Because you can't be good
good-ish.
bad.
Yes, you can't be good. Yeah, yes, yeah. And so that is something I fully understand that this would be my challenge to transcend in
Mm.
this, yeah, for this lifetime is would be that, yeah, that sense of lack, that sense of not being good enough, that sense of, of fighting to be relevant,
Fighting
to yeah,
things,
for
right?
things, yeah, right.
Yes.
I do think a lot of the work that we've been doing, particularly the work with Jules and using the technology, I do think that has become, it's like less and less and less. And anytime that these programming comes up, I have it in my conscious awareness what's happening, and then I can address them. But they, I would say that it's a work in progress, right? So for me, that's definitely still a work in progress. But the the attachments to
Mm.
those are much, much, much lesser than they've ever been in my life.
Wonderful. And
Yes.
the easiest thing to do is,
Yeah.
you might be out and about and you might have your copper card, in the
Yes.
bag. A
Always
quick,
do. Always
yeah, me
do.
too. A quick push of the evolution scalar technology for a quick
Yes.
reset.
Or reset.
Um,
Okay, I love that. You
or
had your
even
workshop.
just,
I have to watch it. Yeah. The
oh,
reset.
fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
Or
All
even
right.
just bringing it into your pineal gland. And that's just,
Yes.
quick when you're out and about. Okay.
Yeah. And it happened so quickly too. I did like zip, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You could feel it. You could see it.
You can feel it.
Yeah.
10,
Yeah.
20, 30 seconds.
Yes.
It
Yeah.
really is a nice reset.
Yeah.
So the next code is code 4,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about the universal law that you came here to
Okay.
master.
Okay.
And the law that you came here to master is the law of vibration.
The law of vibration.
Yes.
The law of
How does that resonate for you?
vibration. The law of vibration.
Yeah, law of vibration, law of frequency.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it certainly aligns with the other codes that are in my blueprint. If that's what the law of vibration, it's almost like when I think of the law of vibration, I think of like the eight,
Yeah.
and the you know the yin yang, whatever that is.
Mhm.
Um, um, and I if that makes sense to a certain degree for me, that this would be something that that I would be here to
Yeah.
do.
I'll share.
Um,
I'm going to simplify
yeah,
it for you here, okay?
yes,
So
mm-hmm,
I think we're used to mastering our environment,
yes,
right? And the message
yeah.
here for this law is mastering your frequency,
Mastering your frequency.
not
Ah,
mastering your environment.
that is, and you know why? As you said it, like, zoop, um,
You got the
because
download.
I got the download. I got the download because Neil, that's what we are kind of like working on. Because when you master your frequency, the environment comes with it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to worry
Bring your
about the
frequency
environment.
into whatever
Yes,
environment is
yes,
presenting itself,
yes, yes. Oh,
and you
that's so
remain
beautiful.
unchanged. It's so,
Yes,
so beautiful.
yes.
You can't, yeah, you can't imagine how excited I got just reviewing your map before.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yes. Because when you master your frequency and you bring that into every environment, it just, almost adapts, right? To
Yeah,
you. We don't have to lower our frequency. We don't have to adjust. It
exactly.
adjusts for that frequency,
And when you
which
think
is
about that universal law of vibration, what truth is life continually teaching you?
what truth is life continuously teaching me? Um, it just sparks in and then it's like mild, but the first thing I heard, Neil, was, well, it's like you are the change you are seeking. That's
There
what
you
that's sort of
go.
like the first thing, right?
Beautiful.
that's
Yeah,
the
and
that's the first. Yeah.
you were just kind of answering it before I asked the question, right?
Yes.
You're your frequency, then
Yes.
you navigate the environments as they
Yes.
come and go,
Yes. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're in your frequency.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's so
So
good.
good.
It's so good.
All right, so we're on to code 5, which is the technology you can master most quickly.
Okay.
And the technology of Ascension for you
Mm-hmm.
is the timeline, the shifting reality through timeline selection. It's the timeline consciousness shift technology. So, what does that mean?
What does that
This is the
mean?
capacity to move beyond the limitations of linear thinking and consciously align with new possibilities.
Neil, get out.
Seriously.
Get out.
So,
Wow.
wow.
Wow. Wow.
I'll
Well,
let you sink in for that.
immediately when you're saying that, what comes in is I remember, and this has happened. Um, uh, I was talking to Kate Dahl, when she
Mm.
was my partner in the BioQuantum Practitioner class. I was telling her that sometimes, like, I'm getting ready for work, and it's like I don't have enough time, and then I tell her the time just shifts where I have just the right amount of time. And
Mm.
then when I'm driving, and the synchronicities happen too. I'm in the car going to work. At the time that I drive, every single light is green.
Ooh, I
And
love
then I just
that.
get there. But what I told is where I have felt that the the time stood still because I looked at the watch and it was maybe like 2 minutes, but I did all the things I needed to do. Right, I almost like shifted that timeline to accommodate what I needed to do, and it was not. I didn't try. I didn't. I just like sat. Um, when I say I didn't try, it wasn't like a big effort thing. It was
Right.
just sort of like I
It's
think
a
most of the
divine
time for me,
alignment.
yeah, yes,
Whatever
it's just
word
an
you want to use,
embody. It's an
right?
embodiment, right? Yes, you just embody it. Yes, and it comes
So
into being.
exciting.
Yes, yes, yeah. So that is amazing
Yes.
to know that that is available. Um, yeah, that's pretty
So,
awesome.
so thinking about that,
Yes.
that technology that you can master, what abilities feel natural when you trust yourself?
What abilities feel natural when I trust myself? Um, One of the biggest challenges that I feel that I have, Neil, and we talked about it in my work, was time and
Mm,
not having enough time.
okay.
And I do think the ability to, whatever that means, to have time not
Mm,
travel linearly
yes.
for me.
Okay. So there's your code 8, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. There's your grounding and code 8 when you're in those moments.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's go to your
Oh,
sixth code.
may
And
I
this,
say one more thing?
yeah, please.
One more thing that came to that download is for example, a practical example of this is that when I'm like saying, "Oh, I have to read all of this information to be able to respond to this person's question."
Yes.
So, and then I only have 5 minutes. When you can shift the time is I can go and get that information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
And
you
come
already
and then
know.
yeah, yeah, yes, I can access it.
Yes.
That's the way I think that it can work. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right. So we're on code 6, which is about body point and light language portal.
Okay.
And so when we think about what is your body portal, that's your foot meridian point. And
That makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And your light language is raw,
Raw. Raw.
raw,
And that's also raw. Raw. And
raw.
that's powerful. Raw.
Right? Very
And that is
powerful,
very powerful. Raw.
raw.
Raw. And it's like it just feels like I feel it coming from down here up. Raw.
So I
It
typically repeat my light language 3 times.
three times.
3 times.
Raw.
Yeah,
Raw. Raw.
raw. So that's your ascension map. And
That's my
I
ascension.
really love how that all played out.
Yeah,
And
me too. I
I'm
really
going to
love
take
how
a
it's
bit of
all
time.
connected,
It
right?
all connected.
Beautifully.
And it was
Yeah.
just by serendipity that I went back and looked at the cards that Katie pulled. And
Yes.
that's when I just thought, and this 7, it just really,
Yeah.
really hit home for me, for you,
Yes.
and seeing it
Yes. Yeah.
all laid out like
Yes.
that.
Yes. It's almost like I guess the message that people need to understand that like this stuff is it reveals itself and it's like it's so you cannot make it up because you see all the connections.
Can't make it up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to activate
Okay.
your blueprint, okay, your
Okay.
ascension map. And so just close your eyes, hands on your heart. And in this activation, we will use the breath to
Okay.
activate your blueprint.
Okay.
And the breath is the first sign of life. Before words, before identity, before conditioning, there was breath.
Yeah.
Breath became the bridge between the infinite and the finite. Now, with each inhale, we remember source entering form. With each exhale, we release the distortions accumulated through time. Through the breath, we ascend the body. We reconnect the pathways encoded with the blueprint. We remember the intelligence that has never left us. Now, each code represents a different layer of consciousness. And as you progress through all six, you move from limitation into greater coherence and embodiment. I am not providing answers. I am facilitating your own remembering. So we're going to begin by activating Code 1, the Pioneer Avatar. I'll let that sink in. The avatar represents the divine identity you came here to embody. I invite you to hold your intention while activating this code. And I want you to observe, where have you identified with limitations? Where has fear shaped your identity? Where have you forgotten your authentic nature? As the technology is activated, I invite you to release the old identity and allow the higher qualities of your pioneer avatar to emerge. The intention is no longer viewed through the personality, but through your highest expression. The purpose of this Code 1 activation is to ascend identity. Now we activate Code 2, your soul imprint. Code 33, full system mastery. I'm going to invite you to remain focused on your intention while allowing new awareness to arise. Now, rather than solving the challenge, become curious about what your soul may be learning or remembering through this experience. Allow space for intuitive insight. There's no need to force answers. Often, the deepest knowing arises in silence. The purpose of activating Code 3 is to remember purpose. Moving on to Code 3. And this is about ascending the program. I want to invite you to notice emotional loops, emotional attachment, recurring reactions, survival programming, and limiting perceptions. As the technology is activated, allow these patterns to soften without resistance. There's nothing to fight, only something ready to evolve. The purpose of the Code 3 activation is to release distortion. Now we activate code 4, the universal law of vibration. I invite you to observe the situation from a higher perspective. Rather than asking, why is this happening? I want to guide you towards, what is this experience teaching me? Allowing the wisdom of the law to reorganize your perception. And often the intention itself begins changing as consciousness expands. The purpose of the code 4 activation is embody mastery. Now we activate your technology, which is code 5. The timeline conscious shift technology, shifting reality through timeline selection. Now this is where the blueprint becomes practical. I invite you to experience the DMT technology that naturally supports you. Rather than asking what you should do, allow the technology itself become the tool to move forward. This becomes the energetic source you can consciously use after the session. The purpose of this Code 5 activation is to activate your natural technology. Code 6. We now activate your body portal and light language. I'm going to guide you to locate your foot meridian point. And we activate the associated light language raw.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe into the portal.
Right.
Feel the new state becoming embodied. This becomes your personal reset. A simple way to reconnect with the coherent state established during our session here. The purpose of the activation of Code 6 is to create embodiment.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've activated all 6 blueprint codes. And I'll invite you to sit quietly for a few moments. During this time, you can notice what feels different, what has become lighter, what new awareness has emerged, and what now feels possible. Slowly and gently, whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes. And feel free to share.
Oh my gosh. So Neil, as we were activating each of the codes, I think for me, the main thing is that it's like it answers, right? Like all of the, I feel like so many of the things I had questions about, but so many of the issues that I'm currently facing were like addressed, like the pioneer. Well, just quickly, just because as you were
No need
activating
to
each
rush.
one,
Yeah.
it's yeah, this information was coming in. The pioneer, right? It is my. I always wonder why am I always end up being in the leader in the room? Why do I always have to end up being the one taking sort of control? But that's that pioneer kind of
Yes.
spirit where you are. It's just naturally you do. Um, so like each of them, the 33, I mean, my goodness, it, it, it I see how that is in my life. I think about when we talk about the challenge, what I have to overcome, the limiting beliefs and lack and all of this. I'm like, yeah, so that makes perfect sense. So each of it give me the tool, right? Each of them give me
Mm,
that tool because I do still have to deal with that when it comes up because it is still programming that is will surface,
yeah.
even though it's so very light. And then we talk about the my concern about like, oh, am I in the like me being in the room, like being concerned about the external environment when in fact I don't have to be concerned about the external
Not
environment,
to be
right?
concerned. Yes.
Yes. And then just, thinking about that. And then the one big thing that I have day in and day out struggle with is time. I'm always like, I don't have enough time. I can't sleep, and you're like, no, Rose, that's the technology that you have. You actually
Yes.
can can master that.
You
That's not
can.
a limitation.
Exactly.
And then the reset with the meridian on the foot, that makes sense. What comes in, I'm like someone who I'm a runner. I do a lot of
Okay.
exercising and all those
Okay.
things. So like on my feet, is definitely, and I take care of it because I do pedicures a lot and things like that.
That's
But
good.
I understand. No, I understand like that point because even just recently when I was a pedicure, when somebody touched that part of my foot, is just kind of like zip, like it. Yeah, I not understanding everything, but not knowing that that's a portal.
Mm.
So while you have activated my blueprint, what it gives me is, and I'm using, I don't have the right words, but it's
It's okay. We don't doesn't
empowered,
empower.
empowered. I
Yes.
feel empowered.
Love that for you.
Yeah,
Love
I
that for you.
do. I do. I do. I really do feel empowered,
I
like
have like
for
this
all
beautiful
the
feeling in my
things.
heart when you say that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I received here. Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. So thank you for this gift. Thank you for, and just that your voice is so, it's calming.
Fine.
But it is, it's calming. It like has a nice quality of being calm but firm, like authority, like with authority. So I just love it. I just love it. It's
Thank
like
you.
it's really
Listen,
good. So
I do want to touch on
and
a few things.
yes,
Yeah. And these are comments that um, I can't remember if I saw it in your submission,
yes,
or maybe if they came up with any of your sessions with Rebecca or Katie.
yeah,
You made a comment about you have to work for someone else.
yeah, yeah. I
The
said that.
message
Yeah,
like you said, oh, I have another
yes.
role,
And I'm in a
and in
role
the
where I work for
next,
someone else. Yes,
yeah,
yes, I did. I said that,
you
Neil.
don't
I did.
you don't have to wait. Like like whatever opportunity is available for you, you do not have to wait.
Okay.
You
Okay.
are the master.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I got the messages even before I pulled your ascension map, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
this one
Mm-hmm.
really, like this one really came loud and clear to me for you. And the message was that, like, Rose, and I really hope this resonates for you deeply. You have already done so much.
Yeah. Thank
You've
you.
already done so much. And so
Thank
you
you.
can do whatever you want. And I know you express joy in teaching, right? Teaching young women entrepreneurs. And I know you mentioned the organization with traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and you came here
Yes,
to
and.
master anything.
Yes, and.
Yes,
Yes, and.
and.
Yes,
Yes,
and.
and.
Yes,
So
and.
don't limit yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Oh my gosh. um, yeah, it means so much to hear the words uh that I have done a lot and put in the
You
time.
have done
Yeah.
so much. You have
Yeah.
no idea. And you are allowed to have so much fun. Yeah. So go
Okay.
have fun with your next.
Yeah. Have fun with my
Have fun
next.
with your next.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
if you have any questions, reach out to me
I will. I
after,
will.
and you've got the device. Yes.
Yes, I
You can
do. I
connect
do.
these Ascension map codes to
Yes.
your device.
Yes, I will. I
You
will.
can
I'll
run that
connect
for
it.
21
I
days if
have
you like.
that. Yes, yes, I'll do all that. And but I leave Neil empowered.
Oh, I love that for you. It has been a pleasure, and we'll definitely speak again.
Yes, we'll speak again. And thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for this gift. I really appreciate your share and
My honor to
your
be a
time.
part of your journey and allow our viewers and listeners to take part in
Yes.
their own in your
So,
journey and in
yes.
their
Their own
respective
journey.
journeys as well,
Yes.
as we
Yes.
invite folks to join you
Yes.
and us
Yes.
together.
Yes,
And
yes. And I just want everyone to know how powerful this is, how transformational it truly is. And so I hope that my experience has helped them shed the light that you don't have to be perfect coming in, right? We just have to be open
there we go.
um and receive, right? So it's just been, and I'm so excited for what's next.
Amazing.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I
Oh my
love that.
gosh, Neil. Ah, thank you.